Eu tô conseguindo realizar o sonho de todo mundo que joga e, sem dúvida, nosso time fez história.
Mas a gente sempre trabalhou bastante para chegar onde chegamos agora, que é o sonho de qualquer time brasileiro.
Mas acho que a gente vai se preparar bastante contra eles. A gente já conhece muito deles. Vai ser muito legal jogar contra, para ver como a gente está, para ver se a gente consegue bater de frente.
And Kabum Esports from Brazil are going to the World Championship.
Mas não vamos parar assim, tem que melhorar muita coisa ainda e acertar muitos detalhes.
Congratulations to Kabum!
Cada vez mais eu acho que a gente vai melhor no Mundial.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. We're about to
Have Watch in the mid lane is, of course, Goong, the AD carry, Zephyr, and alongside him is Gorilla on support.
And on red side, it's Brazil's Kabum Esport. We have Lep in the top lane, Danagorn as the jungler, Tinons in the mid lane, Minerva as the AD carry, and of course Dance, the shot caller, as the support.
And I really do hope that these guys go with their signature champions, the most comfortable champions that they can bring out. Because that's how you want to start out the first game of group stages. You want to start out on very solid ground.
And we just have to say it, Anders just talked about it, Kabum Esport here are the underdogs for the game. But they have they've showed some good games. Lep in the top lane for me is one of the best top laners in Brazil, if not the best. If he gets to play a champion like Aurelia, I know you have your little story, he might be able to actually get a lead early on and try and punish Safe. I know it's not going to be easy to punish a guy like Safe.
The biggest thing is they've beaten Koreans. You know, the two Brazilian teams that pulled them in, obviously Pain and Cade All-Stars, pulled in Korean players. They got beaten. This is an all-Brazilian lineup up against a full Korean lineup this time around. Maybe a different story.
Some Koreans play in the Champions League, and they're a bit different. But
Easy there, Kobe.
This is a very, very strong Najin White Shield team that I really enjoyed watching on their 9-1 run.
Oh, yeah.
They showed so many different strategies. That's the thing. Talking about them showing strategies, they have so many different things that they like to use, so many little things that they use on that 9-1 gauntlet, and they still have more left in the tank. Really, I think, like the analyst Des said, it's going to be about those performances of the individual players. Is Watch actually back? Is he going to continue to perform on that level?
Yeah, that absolutely is a big deal because he performed out of his skin in the qualifiers when it counts. And a lot of people said, you know, he stepped up. This is his third World Champions for Watch as well. So we'll see whether he can deliver this time around. He feels there's a lot of pressure on himself. Zillion Band, no surprises. This time around is from Najin Whiteshield. Jinx banned out. It was, of course, Minerva's champion he played.
With lane, and you have your jungler already sitting in the enemy jungle, you have full control of the map. And it's impossible to move around and react in time. I like White Shield.
So it's, we can tell.
Picking Janna against Gorilla. There you go. That's. We'll see how that one works out. I'm not sure if he'd be happy about that, but nonetheless, we're going to see it out. I'm interested also, a Kayle versus Ryze in the top lane. Surely that's going to be shoved straight on towards Safe.
Yeah, Kayle can just push the lane pretty much non-stop. You just have to be careful. There's not going to be a gank, which is why we can see Danagorn look towards the top lane early on, buy time for Lep to just constantly push in the top lane and apply pressure on Ryze.
Lep's actually got to be careful pretty early on, too, because if Save starts with that Mana Crystal, he can trade extremely effectively.
Oh, yeah,
You can bully down. A level 1 especially, you can take advantage of Kayle. This Ryze is very, very dangerous early in the
It's all about for Lep just pushing the lane. Don't take a bad trade. Try and deny farm by pushing Safe down. And then you can potentially go for a dive because you do have Kayle and Elise. It's a great dive combo, especially at level 6 for Kayle when you have the ulti. Reset tower aggro for Elise and then try and kill Safe. And ignore the rest of the map. Only kill Safe.
Well, so what do we think? What do we think overall? Obviously, Najin Whiteshield coming into this one, gigantic favorites. No doubt about that one. Team comps coming in there. Do we see anything, maybe a saving light for the Kabum guys? A lot of fans out there. Go Kabum hashtag is a big deal.
So they do have Janna on their team, But the thing is, Nats and White Shield, they like to jump in and jump out very quickly anyway. So Zed and Kha'Zix, if they can jump in, kill somebody really quickly, there might not even be time for Dans to actually save their target. So Lep, it's going to be on Kale to have very quick timing with his Kale ultis.
Well, as we load into the game, head over to Twitter and tell us what you think. Of course, who will win this matchup? Tweet us hashtag NWSWin or hashtag KBMWin. Or go Kabum, whichever you prefer, at LOL Esports, and we'll check out your votes in the game. Prefer KBM win, though.
KBM win. Well, looking on the side of Kabum here, they have a lot of options in the mid game because Tinons, he can go DFG as his first item. You have the Lucian pick up as well, very strong in the mid game. Same goes for Corki on the side of Zephyr, though. But still, there's some mid game options here for Kabum to try and look for a snowball, to be honest.
And the thing I really like about the comp here from Kabum is this is actually kind of a Najin Shield comp here. They've got 5 range champions. One of my favorite comps from Najin White Shield was their 5 range composition where they dealt with hard engage by kiting backwards and single target switching, calling target switches very, very quickly. So this is actually, they're playing sort of the same style of game here, and it's going to come down to execution.
And it gives a lot of wave clear on the side as well because you have the Kale pick. Just gonna check and save here, not a lot is gonna happen, but a lot of wave clear as well inside of Kabum here and a lot of options to deal with Goong in a team fight. It's gonna be all about Lep trying to handle one-on-one against Goong in the late game if we're gonna get to that point with the split push going on.
And when we do get there, like we said, it's gonna be all about the timings of those ultimates because they don't have exhaust.
Look at this. Is Minerva going to stick around in the mid lane? I wonder. Showing himself on Goong. He's going to head down towards the bottom. But he stayed there a very long time. He should get in time. Dan's is coming up. Or are they going to go for a change?
This, I don't know. Well, it looks like they're just going to do a regular start here. Double down bottom. I have to say, though, that no exhaust is very window of time. And then return to the jungle, take another camp.
So the reason Watch actually didn't go for the gank itself was also because Najin White Shield is calling the bluff here from Kabum. Lep was sitting with his ward and he didn't place it. He just kept pushing, kept pushing, kept pushing. He didn't care. So they knew, okay, if you're this aggressive, you have backup. It is 100% sure. And until he actually walked down and warded, they knew now Danagon was gone here.
Oh, the Death Sentence, surely. Can they lock on towards him? First blood is imminent. They're going to flash for it. Zephyr gets it. And now Dance has turned the focus. He's put pressure on. Now we're going to see Tinons. Can he make a revenge?
He's roaming down. He does have levels.
Walk into the bush, force them back every single time, and then he can land an easy hook or land a flay. Oh, here's the second one.
Just like that, Gorilla goes in once again. The flay is down. The Ignite's going. They're going to tower dive it. The Ignite's burning. Zephyr goes for it. One more shot should do it. There it is. He will take tower damage. In comes Dance. He's got the support of Danagon. Can they lock on towards him? Howling Gale's what's required to shut them off. He hasn't got level 6 yet. Hasn't got that Monsoon. Watch comes across. Tinons misses the charm, and they disengage.
White Shield still staying around. We want to see where Elise is.
And you can tell, Danagorn, he's only up here looking for counter ganks because as soon as they saw Watch was down in the Dragonside River, he backed off. Now he's waiting around to see if Save will extend.
He's going to have to use Spirit Rush to get out of this one, so Tinon's ultimate is down. That does buy them time. Tries to go back in a little bit aggressive there. Danagorn.
Save's pretty far up.
Kabum is respecting Save too much. Lep was doing fine in a one-on-one. I know you want to shut down Arias early on. He's in trouble.
He's had to flash out of that one. He's going to get flayed up. There's the ultimate from Goong. Everybody piles in. Gorilla took a lot of damage towards the end there. Now they're going for Save. Cocoon dodged out of nicely by Save, and he is away free.
I love that mind game from Danagorn, though. You can see what he was attempting to do. Flashes in with the Q instead of flashing in with the Cocoon, and then tries to hit the post-flash Cocoon. But he missed that anyways. Didn't matter. And the answer, obviously, from Nats and White Shield is going to be the Dragon because their jungler showed up top and failed the game.
Yeah, White Shield has just been staying around this Dragon for the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Well, no. Oh, they're collapsing on towards him. He doesn't get caught by the void spikes. That won't slow him down. Throws out the Cocoon, which will not land. This is a tricky back and forth. Goong fancies this one. Puts a lot of damage on towards Danagon. If he can take the jungler down, manages to repel away, gets caught out. Is not safe, though. The rest of his team not backing him up. Watch jumps in, and that pulls out the Monsoon. Lep in the top lane. Save going aggressive with him. Seems to have his number now in that top lane as well.
And every time we see a fight at the bottom side of the map, White goes there instantly.
He's going straight in for it. Death Sentence does not land. The Ignite is down. That's going to force Minerva away. But the aggression from Najin Whiteshield now is very much on. Watch comes around, tries to lock in towards Minerva. Finally with the void spikes. I don't think he realized it till too late and doesn't follow up.
Yeah, he doesn't have flash, so no. Okay, here goes dive.
Oh, dive on the tower. Goong, is he going to have enough? That's the question. Tinons gets popped down, takes himself the shadow, completely fools the cameraman, and gets away clean.
So much damage from Zed here. If you don't manage to land the charm, as you pointed out earlier, he will be able to kill you doing his ulti here. Watch, taking over the enemy jungle now. Up in his top lane. Danagon looking for another gang on to save.
They're both going in towards him. Have they got enough this time around? It doesn't look like it. They're going to try and lock around. Watch will come around. They're going to clean out that blue buff. Save all. Oh, the Cocoon this time, lads. Will it be the first kill? It will. And Kabum finally strike on Najin Whiteshield.
So they managed to get a kill in this top lane now. On to save. They've been there, gets the lead. It's just going to be push every single lane, take over your jungle. We talked about it in Champ Select. They're going for left up in top
It's
lane.
a three-man pile on towards a Kale, which is tricky in itself, but they handle the crowd control very well. Danagon comes around. He didn't want to join this party. He was not invited. Najin Whiteshield take him down. This is a 2v1 on the bottom lane though. Zephyr and Minerva with his dance do catch him in the Howling Gale, but it's so disjointed they're not going in at the same time.
Perhaps the biggest story here, while all that action happened top lane, Zephyr is 1 versus 2 and winning. Chases both of them off of this turret.
Bit of overconfidence coming out from Najin Whiteshield.
Well, they definitely have the power to back it up.
Leb just goes straight in. He's not got his ultimate available. He just used it a moment ago to save Danagon. And that's an easy, easy pickup for save.
Yeah, once you lose control of your jungle, you can just run from mid lane to top lane and just
I think at the end of the day, but it is Najin Whiteshield to push through, and they're going to clean up 2 towers on this one. The hook on left, followed through. Gorilla goes in. Intervention. Is it going to be enough to save the day? I don't think it is. The tower hits are not enough, and Najin Whiteshield continue their dominance and push through towards Kaboom's base.
Yep, they're in the tower right there. So these Najin Whiteshield sieges, they could just continue to throw out arsenal.
Oh no, Danagon walking. Wow. Now Save showing just how much damage he has built up over this time. Najin Whiteshield just driving down this bottom inner turret. Don't think there's much Kaboom can do to keep them at bay here. As soon as Gorilla gets involved, he comes around, causes a presence, takes all the tower hits, and now they go aggressive. Monsoon forcing Watch away as he leapt in on Dan's. And that does mean Kabum once again are pressured in 2 lanes. They catch out Goong. They tried to go aggressive, but again, just not quick enough. Tinones with the charm was quickly jumped out of with that shadow.
And then as Des was talking about what can the other teams in the group, from watching this game, what can they learn? What we see from Najin Whiteshield is once they get the lead, they take full control, ward of everything, control your jungle, and keep pushing every single lane. And Kabum at the same time, once they fall behind, we see them keep trying to fight here, and it's going wrong.
Intervention not available quick enough there. The rest of Kabum caught out, in they go. Zephyr diving deep on this one. Tinones this time. The Zhonya's hourglass is only going to save him for so long. Watch is taken low though. He is alive, and Najin Whiteshield, they take themselves the inhibitor turret.
And the thing is,
That's hooked up.
A 0-0-10 support. Not a bad thing for a fresh player. Gorilla very much dominating this game everywhere he needs to be. Baron started off in the 25th minute, and there's not a great deal that Kabum can do about this one. They dare not go into their jungle in alone, venture all 5 members towards his Baron.
It's going to be all about the last defense here for Kabum in their own base. They have home guards already on most of their members.
cards on those brown bags.
Well, the top lane, they tried to catch on Zephyr, not quite enough. That was all 4 members of Kabum in the top trying to lock on towards him. They still didn't quite have the power to take him down. The rest of Najin Whiteshield move in, start to disintegrate that top inhibitor turret. That will go down. The inhib will surely follow. In the mid lane, Save is pushing up with the super minions. That's the hook that counts. That is going to be left going down. And Najin Whiteshield are looking dominant here. 13-1 in kills, 26 minutes gone. Not a single turret lost for them. There's the flash from Save. They go in. The Monsoon blows him away, keeps him off there, but it's the Nexus turrets that will fall. It's Kabum that will go down, and Najin Whiteshield will take their first victory in the World Championships group stage here. Slowly but surely, closing it out. Dominant win in the end. It was nothing to be that we didn't expect, honestly. I mean, it was a clear-cut deal from the beginning, but strong performance nonetheless.
Yeah, full control from White Shield here. We did see Kabum, what their strategy was going into the game. A lot of focus on the top lane. We have Leb playing the kill, and they wanted to get him ahead here, wanted to be able to counter-gank Watch, be able to try and gang onto Safi and get him shut down completely. Leb is one of the best top laners here in Brazil, if not actually the best. So I get the idea of, like, let's try and snowball him and see what he can do, because if Kale becomes super strong, she can also beat a Zed in a one-on-one.
And I have to say, honestly, all of that top lane play that we saw up there with both top laners and the junglers, it's really impressive how Watch did not take the bait for all those counter ganks. I mean, you can see Kabum were setting up counter gank after counter gank up there to come up and save.
Yeah.
But he never took the bait.
No, absolutely. It was a very confident performance, no doubt about it, for Najim White Shield. You showed that from the very start of pick and bans, first picking a Zed into this matchup. So much so, they're just straight off the stage. It's like, GG guys, we're off. They're going to go back to their desk and clear up their apparel. Of course, this is just the second game here in Singapore. First game of Group D, but what do we make of them? Of course, Alliance, Cloud9, the other teams in that group, which we'll be signing in 2 games' time. What do they take from this? What do they see from Najim White Shield? Because from what we're hearing in the early rumblings, they're actually pretty confident against this Korean.